Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this series of video, we are going to see about the question bank and answer set 3 of module 2. Set 1 and set 2 is already in the other series of lecture series. Come, let's go into the video. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment. Moving on to the first question, illustrate how data set is cited and knowledge flow of citation with diagram. So knowledge flow of citation diagram is this, and then you have to justify how data set is cited. So data sets generally they provide the experimental evidence because the data are the one which produces the experimental facts. So they get the more credit, and they will give the credit, and also legally attributions are towards the data sets that has been cited. And the ownership of the data will have a complicated issue such that it should not be fabricated or falsification should not be done for that particular data because it determines the exact facts. Then it should be necessary that when you are using a data from some other paper or some other website, you need prior information to take those data. For example, if you're going to do a project on weather forecasting and you need to fetch the data based on the weather in a particular month, then you go to the weather forecast website and then take the data. So you need the permission for that. Then the data set will be including many information because being a facts that it produces, and also in large, though in large volume, it will be general and specific in nature. So this is the flow of the citation that you can see, like how two institutions share the citations between them. So institution 1 is having 3 authors, institution 2 is having 2 authors, and these authors are citing their data one after the other, and paper A and paper B is being published in the journal with different research topic. So this is how the flow of citation is. Moving on to the next question, illustrate the different styles of citation. So you have 3 styles of citations: ASE, that is American Society of Civil Engineers; IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers; ASME, the Association of Mechanical Engineers. So these are the 3 styles of citations. You have to list down these 3 and you have to provide with an example how each style looks. Moving on to the next question, categorize the parameters needed to be acknowledged. So these are the parameters: moral, financial, editorial, institutional, and conceptual support. So these are the main parameters that need to be acknowledged. Like financially, if somebody has supported to write a paper or a book. If editorial support, the editorial team is the one who delegates and who checks whether there is limited plagiarism, there is no falsification, fabrication of data, and there is a moral value in the particular work, and the concept is completely determined and it is keen and clear. So all these has to be acknowledged. And also it follows a theory called as reward triangle theory. It is nothing but it is a triangle theory which deals with 3 main things. One is citations, acknowledgement, and authorship. So these are the 3 triangle theory that has been followed, which needs to be acknowledged. Moving on to the fourth question, investigate the need for and the importance of acknowledgement. So importance is nothing but acknowledgement is the one which maintains the integrity and which maintains the ethical value, because each of the citations, each of the acknowledgements, each of the authorship, owner of the author or owner of the paper, all is determined only by the acknowledgement. And it also encourages the collaboration with different individuals who have contributed in terms of naming the authors, author 1, author 2, author 3. So these are the importance and need for acknowledgement. Why you actually need an acknowledgement is nothing but it is the one which gives a appreciation for one's work. And also there are many guidelines that is needed to be followed, and there are no particular guideline also available for Indian publication, but then guidelines that has to be followed is nothing but the author who is in the first position should have contributed the more, second lesser than the one, third lesser than the two, That is how the author position is fixed. And also the acknowledgement, we call it as it is a common practice, like to recognize some people or appreciate some people or give a credit to a people. And also it displays the relationship between the agency and people, because there are many agencies that publishes the paper like editorial team, and there are group of friends who sit together and work for a paper, so there is a relationship between them. So this is the need and the importance. And moving on to the last question, analyze how acknowledgement is done in books and desertion. So in books, when you open a textbook, you can see that at the beginning of the page or the book starting, you will find that there is an acknowledgement provided for the author or the people who have supported the author. And it may be only in one line or two lines, or maybe more, not more than a paragraph. So in one or two sentences it gets over. And they thank all everyone, the author thanks everybody who has contributed for his work. So that takes one page. And also it determines the types of acknowledgement, like main supervisors, second supervisors, the peers in the lab, other academic staff. So as I already told you, so the contributors, whomever they have involved, the author particularly acknowledges each and everybody who is involved in that work. So this is how the acknowledgement is done in books and desertion. Hope you have understood all the concept. Please be stay tuned for more information to discuss about the question bank and the answer with small tips. Thank you so much.